Ooh, hello everybody. How are you on this lovely Tuesday night? Super excited to be here, be back. For anyone that wasn't here last session, we have the wonderful Ms. Asia joining the campaign. Yay!
Yay! Hi.
Playing Liana, who I've been spelling wrong in Discord all day because there's only one N. I'm so sorry. Uh,
Totally okay. It's
uh,
Lay like Faye, Layana.
ah.
I got you. I got you. I know. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, super glad to see you all, to have you here. Looking forward to playing tonight. Hello and welcome to the new folks. I'm so sorry I missed that. Let's see. Of course, Ages in chat. Yay! Hey, Frozen, Veroth. Hi, Living Dead. Glad to have you.
Love that name.
And isn't it cool? Yeah, I love that. All right. All right. Super glad to see all of our wonderful friends in chat. Oh, well, with that, let's do our DM inspiration roll. So, for anyone using D&D Beyond, let me quickly jump into somebody's. I know I had these open. Somebody's character sheet. You'll find it at, or since you're new to this, when Asia at the bottom left is that die image, and if you click on it, I think the D20 is the one at the very top.
Yes, it is.
Okay, nice. So we'll just roll that. Everyone can roll their D20, and then I'll go around and ask each person what your number is. Whoever gets closest to my roll in the D20 gets a DM inspiration roll for the night. Carly, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. And Tasha?
4.
4. Okay. Lil?
14.
Oh, so close. Close to Carly. And Asia?
19.
Okay. Carly's actually going to get that one tonight. I rolled an 11. So still got it in there by 1.
Isis righted it every time. That's always how it happens.
Nice. Excellent. Okay. So everyone tonight is going to have I think it's a D10. I just need to write this down in my notes because I end up looking it up every week between the different campaigns. Let's see. Bardic Inspiration. Where are you? And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
So sorry. So sorry. Yeah, D10. Yep. So all of you have a D10. Carly, you just have 2 of them. That you can roll. You can add it to any of your rolls tonight that I ask you for. Whether it's an ability check, a saving throw, an attack roll. You can also roll it and take it away from, like, if there's any enemies or anything, you can take it away from their roll, whatever number you get. It can be used pretty much for anything except death saving throws. And Asia, that's just, hopefully we won't have any death saving throws tonight, but if a character
Right.
gets
No,
knocked,
so sad.
yeah, right.
So tragic.
It's fine. You get better. I've died twice. It's fine.
Why?
It's kind of like
How
a
did you
rite
come
of
back to-
passage for this group.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So many
Pure
things are
spite.
going on.
Pure spite is
So-
what brought Tuna back.
Wow. So many things.
Amazing. All right. Well, with that, we are on the heels of our gala sessions, where everyone was keeping a careful eye on the council people, finding some, rather unscrupulous deeds that they were up to, and having safely managed to exit the gala. Despite, I think Ladron had a close call with one of the council people and their 3 hired lackeys. So you were cut in on the dance between the threatening Goliath and Ladron to scooch them away at the end. They all met the astonishing performer, Liana, and Fiora's sister set up a meeting between Leanna and Fiora and herself in a couple of days. Just to make some connections, get some information, see what can be done. But for now, we'll say you've left the gala. You have left the drive, past the gates, and so for now, I'm going to go with Ladron, Tuna, and Fiora, assuming that Leanna's sort of is probably going to go back, return with Benera, where you're staying, and the night will continue there. And as for the other three, you're walking the cobblestone streets of Avalon, stars in the sky, moon up above, as you make your way to where. And please feel free to have any convo that you'd like on the way.
I need to be better at reading the room and not assuming that I'm stumbling into something that doesn't appear to be what I thought it was. Also, I need to get better at whatever this was. Investigating stealthily. That's not my thing.
I mean, all things considered, I think we did really well.
We have a dead body in our bag of holding.
Oh, that's right.
I did forget about the dead body, I'm gonna be honest.
We did pretty well.
We
did.
did.
You
We
did.
did
You
pretty
did.
amazing.
We did okay. It's not our worst work.
I did put it in the inventory. It's the corpse of Charles Glory Buff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, what are we gonna do with it?
What do you want to do? We can burn it.
Okay, that feels like we were responsible for the death.
No, it's just burying in a burial by fire. It kind of helps to let them pass on to wherever they're going. Just an option, or just leave them in there.
We could just leave them in there.
We're
Yeah.
not going to do that. I don't like what happens to things in that bag.
Fair point. Entirely fair point.
I'm gonna see if any of the clerics can glean any information from the
Oh,
body at the guild.
I can do that probably.
Oh, can you? I don't know
Oh.
what kind of cleric things you do.
Most of them. About 9 levels worth of them. Hold on.
Well, let's not do it now.
No, in the
We're not
morning I can
gonna
like.
dig out a dead body in the middle of.
No, in the morning I
road.
can speak with the dead if we need to.
Mhm. Most of my dead interaction things happen with things that died in front of me, so
Okay.
I don't think that'll count for this.
Yeah. No, I can just like ask him questions. So I've not done it, so it might be. I don't know. Like, I've learned how to-
things.
I've learned how to, but I've not actually done it. So I'm a little. I don't know exactly how it goes, but
I'll make tea, and we'll just make a day of it.
we'll make a day of it. It's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to talk around the guild too. I don't like that council members of Avalon are A, acting like this, and B, seemingly aware of the guild. I find that actually really alarming.
All right.
Yeah.
So I
I
guess
don't want to have to do a full clean out again. God, I really don't have to do that again. So I'm gonna need to figure out who might have leaked information.
follow the purple roses.
Yeah.
That was weird.
See, I thought it was something else. Who does that?
That's fair.
That's like a
Yeah,
seductive thing. Whatever.
Are we still gonna talk about our boundaries with that?
We probably, yes. We probably
Maybe-
need to.
when we get back and I go to bed, I'll let that be a you two conversation. Not
you
that
don't wanna
I
be a part of
don't
that?
support. No, I don't think I need to be. I'm good, thank you.
Okay. We're still in our like. Oh yeah, we just left, so we're still in our dresses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
You guys have a preferred method at this point on how we get back to the guild?
I mean, can't we just like fling ourselves off a cliff or something?
A very specific cliff. Yes.
Okay, so it's
Please.
not any cliff. I think we did cover this last time, and I think I had already forgotten about it.
Be right there. No, no.
It's okay.
Okay.
I have a broom. I would catch, well, one of y'all. Oh wait, no, because Fiora can fly and like wisps. So I got you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Set
the
those
quickest way
boundaries
back?
up there. You know what catching is. The campaign's taught me anything.
God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the quickest way back at this point?
We're probably not too far from Aliba phase. We can do that.
Cool. Great.
Just start walking in the direction of the nearest one.
Okay. You make your way through the streets, lanterns lit, some few lights here and there in some of the houses. You end up walking by one of the canals and a lull of water in the waterbed there. It's charming this time of night. Lets you really take in everything. Sort of a meditative walk for another 5-8 minutes before you're overlooking the edge of the sheer cliff. It's probably the one near one of the bridge extensions because that's probably closer than the cliffs on the other side of town. So you're on the edge of a bridge. No one else can say wait for people to pass. And you just kind of look down. It's a new location, and every time you have to do this in a new spot, it's just a little unnerving, as it looks like it just goes down to the water way hundreds of feet below. But 4 leaps, and one after another, and try and hold in screams as you plummet to the invisible entrance that wraps around you and sends you into a little pocket dimension where gravity turns sideways and you fall into a bunch of cushioning. Tumble. Pharaoh knows how to get out of this room that gains access to these that is situated at the bottom of that cliff you jumped off before, far below the ocean waters. A dome of a glass-like material extends, and beneath that, looking out at the waters of the ocean, the Thieves Guild. Are you all heading straight to bed?
Are we?
I mean, I think Tuna is. Tuna's just kind of pouty still. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Gil will kind of
Ladrin.
come up and come out and give you a little pet.
Poor Gil.
Yeah.
I forgot
Gil's
about
feeling
Gil.
sad too. Yes. I'm just like,
I know, buddy. I miss your mom too.
Buddy. Ladrin would wait until Tuna leaves, and then grab Fiora's hand and then take off for a room.
Okay.
For no reason. I don't know.
Understood. All right. Figure out anything different for you, or are you just heading out over there with Ladrin for bedtime? Betty bye.
Sounds like I'm just going with Ladrin.
Nice.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, if I got it, I guess I'll. Yeah. Nice. All right, so Betty bye time for everyone. Leanna elsewhere. It was a thrilling evening, lots of entertaining you got to see. It's probably, however you want to have experienced it, it's a bit of a different world here in Avalon. Grand parties and other things like that. There's 20 back in Sunhaven for whatever measure you might have experienced there, but definitely different energy. But you're also able to get a good night's rest. You got the little glimpse into Monera, who's just been very kind, generous, and has a little bit of a sarcastic wit and humor, but otherwise really like on the positive side of things. You got to see her quip a little bit, a very different version of Monera with her sister back at the party. But yeah, you're also able to get a good night's rest. I don't know if anyone, I don't know if you took any damage, Latrin. I think it was all avoided by shifting and stuff, but take a long rest if you need it.
Yeah, I need it. Not
Okay.
for the damage, but yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I use spells and whatnot, but yep, cool.
So we've got 2 or 3 days. I believe it was 2 days until 2 full days, and on the 3rd day, the meeting's going to happen. We got 2 days to go through quickly. I mean, at your leisure, do any role play you have. You wake up on day 1 here of downtime. Sorting through your spells to, sort out whatever you want to use today in case you're going to try speak with the dead or otherwise. So you are a Latrin. Wake up having gotten no closer to boundaries and interests set. And just kidding.
And other things.
yeah.
I'm sure we talked about it and all that good stuff. And more.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. All right, the 3 of you wake up in the Thieves Guild and are able to join together for breakfast. Let me know if you have anything on this day that you'd like to go through. We can start at breakfast, otherwise we'll skip through the day.
If Feyor's siblings are at breakfast at all, just while eating, she'd be like, so I ran into Monera at the event last night.
Oh, you're telling your number 2?
No, to the siblings if they're there.
The siblings, okay. Yeah, you'll find him in the breakfast hall, yeah. Gosh. It'll probably be the younger brother, I think, that's there. I don't think your cleric sister is there right now. Oh, you're right. I'm sure that went. He's kind of looking at you expectantly, like.
She's as insufferable as ever. Centuries change nothing.
That's what I was just thinking.
You don't have to play mitigator.
Listen,
I know you have a different relationship with her.
I know. I just, I hate to see that. Like, you're great, and she's great, and I know you don't see eye to eye, but see, dude.
Well, we'd see eye to eye a lot better if she got off her high horse.
Yes, okay. She can be kind of pretentious sometimes, but a lot of that height she's earned. But Feora, like, maybe you don't see the horse you were riding in this scenario.
I ride no horses, actually.
Okay, sure. It's a little. Well, I just hope that it doesn't go on forever and ever. But I've got your back.
Damn it, Tasha. She's throwing off my groove. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be forced to talk to her again in a few days. She needs my help with something.
That feels like a first. I mean, not that she needs it, but that she's asking for it.
I don't know the details of it yet. She clearly was not enthused about needing my skill set, but...
Maybe she's trying to reach out to you, right? Olive branch and all that? maybe you could be okay again and good and great, sisters again.
Her face will soften a little bit. Maybe.
Start Feora. Gotta give a little wiggle room.
Don't you have a class to teach or something now?
All right, well, you be good. Just be good. Deep breaths. Feora, as they get up and take their tray and kind of deep breaths. Thanks, sis. And leaves the rest of you to finish breakfast. Anything else for any of you today?
Speak with Dead?
Sure.
Bet. Okay.
Where are we setting up?
Is there a room that's safe for them to set up to speak with Dead in here?
I'm sure. I don't know that there's anywhere that I had set aside specifically for talking to corpses.
Okay.
Yeah,
Felt
that's
like
fair,
maybe there would be,
actually. I don't know, with Feora, that's
Right?
kind of your whole thing, so...
Well, she didn't know it was her whole thing. She thought
That's
it was
true,
like
that's true.
child hallucinations.
Yeah. Nice.
You could use like the interrogation room.
And don't forget, I don't know if you're at the level they were, but I'm pretty sure that if you witness somebody die, you can collect a piece of their soul as a soul trinket and ask it one question.
I thought, but it seemed like his body was dead for a while.
Yeah,
just
it did
possessed,
seem
so
that
I don't
way.
think that counts.
Yeah, that's a good
You
point.
can try.
Because I was ready to jump on that opportunity, but
Oh. Evening, KBZ. Okay, so Feora, you find, a room has a multi-purpose room. We'll just call it a multi-purpose room at the film here.
There's a basketball court in there.
Oh my god.
Nice the tray of basketballs and stuff in the corner.
What is this?
Awesome.
Ladrin wouldn't know. She's been in the forest and then out and about with her friends
it's
since.
some game someone brought over from their prime.
Nice. In one portion of this room, there's a chair bolted to the ground that also has some leather straps over the arms and stuff like that, where you probably put someone and just kind of drop them in, so they don't go anywhere. I mean, it's a corpse, so this is more like it won't slump anywhere.
Do we want to strap him in? That feels a little disrespectful. He is in a bag of holding, so I realize what I just said is kind of... but
Did
I don't
dead
know, it
bodies
still
get
feels...
violent when you cast those spells?
I don't think so. It just basically answers questions. I don't think it even moves.
Do we want to chance it?
The ape won't attack us. I think we're fine.
I can entangle it later if I need to.
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't want it to be uncomfortable because... Okay, so that is a thing. That is an important thing with this. It doesn't have to tell me the truth. Like, I can ask 5 questions, which will all come up with questions. I can ask these questions. It doesn't have to tell me the truth. It can be as cryptic as it wants. It can do whatever it wants. So take it with a grain of salt. I could cast Zone of Truth as well.
Do that.
Okay.
Does that
don't
work on
know.
a dead being though?
I don't know if it'll work. But a creature, from what I'm remembering of when I was taught how to do this, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there must make a charisma save, whatever that means. I've never really asked for context of what that meant.
Fair.
So yeah, we could do that. I don't know if it counts as a creature because it doesn't restore it to life, it just allows it to speak. So anyways,
Can't hurt to try it.
and I want to I think Tuna casts the spell almost like the paddles in like the emergency room and stuff, just like rubs their hands together and then just kind of almost shocks it back to life to get the Speak with Dead
Nice.
kick
Oh,
started.
that's funny. Well, what
Dude.
questions are we asking
It's
before I pull out this dead corpse?
very good question. Okay, we can ask it up to 5. So
When did
and-
you get possessed?
Yeah, when did you get possessed?
Okay, hold on while I pull out this journal. When did you get possessed? Okay.
I mean, we know what possessed him, so we don't need to ask that.
What's
don't
with
know
the
that
purple roses?
Purple
What
roses,
significance
good.
of the purple roses?
Okay. So, well, how do we want to word that? Like, what's up with the or
What is the significance? I like
There we go.
that. That was specific.
significance?
I feel like this is going to be genie rules again, and we need to be specific.
How long have you been dead?
Would
Yeah.
that be when did you get possessed? Would
No,
that?
because they may not have died when they got possessed.
Ah, okay. So how long have you been dead, or when did you die?
When did you die? Because I don't know if it knows how much time has passed since then, but it may know when it died.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
Um,
What's the?
what
What
caused you
does-
to be possessed? How did you get possessed? Maybe.
Okay.
Is that anything?
How did you become possessed? And what does the possessive? What do they want? Because can they?
Well, I'm sure that what they want is to be able to hide under a person in a position of power.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking more like.
Do we think they were still present once they became possessed? Like, is that? I don't know if that's anything to ask, but that's just more of a question for you two.
Depends on if they were killed before the possession, I guess.
True.
We won't really know if that matters until we ask that.
Maybe we see what we get from this information, can come up with the 5th question from that. I just
Sure.
will be very careful not to say any questions out loud because
Use the
I
dragon
can ask
chat.
it and I'll let you all
Yes.
throw them out and not waste a question. There was a play I saw one time where that happened. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Okay, we ready to cast the spell?
Oh, I gotta pull here. I open the bag of holding, and I summon the corpse. And I'm sure it's just like whatever, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, let's see, I think we passed rigor mortis now. I mean, that was last night. It's
Yeah.
it's a little sticky, a little goopy. But you're able to kind of swoosh across the floor into the seat.
Can someone?
Please prestidigitation to clean off her hands.
Thank you.
I
Thank
can.
you.
Can I gentle repose it? Yeah, but I didn't prep it for today, so never mind.
It's fine. We just need to chat with it, and then
Oh,
we can
well.
ask how it wants to be buried.
That's something, yeah. What would you like us to do with your body?
Can I burn it?
Maybe not that.
Stop resorting to that.
Listen,
Arson
I'm
isn't-
okay with this now.
Arson isn't always the answer. Okay.
Nestle the body in a
Not
chair.
violence. It's a nature thing
It's a little
that I'm
mournful.
okay with now.
It was nice. It's a little mournful.
Alright.
This person that used to live for the city, that has done so much good work here, sits in a state of decomposition. The smell a little overpowering, the body decaying. Their fine clothes that they put on that morning, not knowing this was going to be their fate later that day. That's before you. Tuni, put your hands on to shock him with the spell. Wherever your hands reach, air fills their chests Their body otherwise unmoving except their jaw to lower. You can tell this isn't the person talking. This is more of a memory that resides within the body left behind. Lungs fill with enough air to speak, and the jaw slacks a little bit. What's your first question?
When did you get possessed?
The night of my birthday, I died. Something took over. Eyes kind of crusted and sealed up. Pieces through its vocal box. Easy enough information for Feyor to find, by the way.
Yeah. How did you die?
After the guests left, one remained, but they were possessed. Friend visiting was not ready when they attacked.
Who was it?
Raston Eagleborn. Old college mate. Not a name that rings any bells, as there's nobody prominent here.
I'm gonna look at my friends and say, I need to know the next question we should ask. Saying it as a statement.
Nice. There are two left.
Dragon chat, purple rose question.
Yeah.
What is the significance of the purple roses worn by some members of the council?
I'm not familiar with purple roses as any form of affiliation. Doesn't seem to be a common or known thing. Last.
I'm just gonna look at you guys.
Oh, dragon chat again.
Yeah, I don't want to even think a question just in case.
About the body.
We can ask about that, or ask if his friend was also dead after he was possessed. I think it's important to know whether or not people need to be killed in order for possession to take place.
Okay.
Did your friend that attacked you that was possessed, did they also die?
I fear that they were long dead when they arrived. I was standing when everything went dark for me, and I felt something take over. That's just their experience. I don't know beyond that.
Yeah. So it
Okay.
sounds like possession kills them.
The air, the last of the air leaves the lungs. You find a long sigh of death. The jaw clenches tight again as the body goes completely limp again, dead.
All right. I'm going to very quietly say some funeral rites of. I almost said Taikati. Not that one.
Don't
Nicole.
bring.
Nice.
Let's not bring
that
Taikati
energy
into
here.
this. So yeah, just not really funeral rites for Nicole. I don't know if that's. I would know funeral rites for
Gotcha.
them, but like a prayer, basically.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah,
Just like sweep their soul out to the sea, you know, that kind of thing. Very thematic.
Beautiful. There is sort of a sense of cleansing and as you do that, just with the power of that primordial that falls over the room. And you feel there's some small bit of peace and rest you've offered this person.
Dan, I sent you a message.
Thank you for letting me know. So sorry. They would. You would know. Hang on.
There's whispers.
Friends.
This is one I really wish I could type. Smooth as butter. But do whatever you want. That's just the info you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to-do list now. Find information about his friend and find out when his birthday was.
I'm sure I have his birthday in our record somewhere.
Perfect. What are we going to do with his body?
He had a
Because-
husband die a few years back. He'd probably want to be buried next to him.
Okay, that's better, I guess, than what
Then
I was
burning
thinking.
him.
Well, listen, but listen, that's just what we did, and then the ashes get flown across the city for them, and
Whatever makes you
that
feel
way they
better,
can
Hyra.
always be in the city. You want to build a pyre? I can do that.
No, I'll have someone locate the husband's plot and
Okay.
move it and not get caught.
Reverse grave robbing.
Love that. Love that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It
We
doesn't
just
take.
want to leave
Sorry,
them
go ahead.
here, or do I need to stuff it back in my bag
I'll
temporarily?
go find someone who can take care of it properly.
Okay.
All right, here you head out. You find someone to handle that properly. You also are able to get the date of his birthday, which was, let's see, it's the 19th, it's the 20th today. So that would have been about 2.5 weeks ago is when his birthday was. So fairly recent.
He had not started decomposing until the possessing spirit left.
Hmm.
So that's good to know. The body doesn't decompose. Which he said it was like he died when he got possessed, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't get possessed.
Don't get possessed. I mean, I guess that answers my question of if any of us accidentally got possessed, because like we'd know if we were dead, right?
I mean,
I mean, we also don't even know if dead's a requirement. We just know that so far they had killed people. It might make it easier for them to take over if there's no live spirit in the body to fight against the possession.
This is Carly remembering that I'm pretty sure I failed a wisdom save around the same time that the spirit went up into the air. This is not Tuna considering this at all. This is Carly being like, oh no.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Right, so
well, just don't you have like don't know, holy water you can splash on whoever one of us if we ever thought someone was possessed, you could just splash holy water on them. Is that not how that works? I don't.
So that actually brings me to one of my concerns. I feel that we are woefully unprepared in terms of knowledge for possession. So we need to research that like yesterday.
I mean, again, I did it for the plague hound. I cannot think of the name.
Oh,
that one. The
Kezith.
spell.
Kezith.
Yeah, Kezith. I can do the spell to learn any sort of legend or anything. I don't have it ready today. It would have to be tomorrow, but
Okay, we'll do that tomorrow.
We can do that tomorrow. In the meantime, Dan, I'm sure the Thieves Guild has a library.
You definitely do, but you also happen to be in a town with some of the largest libraries in the continent. So you might have some stuff you can find here, but there's two distinct libraries in Avalon, the competitors almost of sorts, that hold all sorts of tomes. Same, I mean, like the Thieves Guild does too, to the same degree, but there's probably different books in each,
Okay, well then we can go out to Avalon, but everyone's getting disguises now that we've got these hired hands with our faces, recognize Ladrin's and mine specifically. And Tuna, you're kind of difficult to forget.
Thanks. We also have a friend that we rescued that agreed to meet with us.
Oh shit, yeah.
This is Carly. My iPad was dead last week and I didn't take notes. I don't remember where we were supposed to meet. Oh no.
I believe they said at their office. I think it was
their office. Okay. So we can just go to the office. Hold on.
We'll have to do that as ourselves, but I don't want us wandering around Avalon.
Yeah.
Barefaced.
Sure. Yeah, some of us more so than others.
That's supposed to be. I mean, I can just.
I was talking about me. That wasn't me at you at all. Dinless.
I think we all got
trauma.
Some level of recognize.
Yeah, for sure.
There's different bounties on everyone's head.
That's great. So yeah, Dinless. That's who we need to go see. We do that as ourselves, and then yeah. I also need I need to go shopping, Ladrin. To do the spell, I need 250 gold worth of incense and then 4 ivory strips worth 50 gold each. I need 450 gold.
Let me check my inventory. No, it's fine. We can go shopping.
Wait, no. It doesn't consume the ivory strips. I still have those from last time. It only consumes the incense.
Beautiful.
That is doable.
I just saved you $200. Girl math. It's fine. It's really was saving money.
That makes me. Oh, and I have an art piece to sell for 500 gold pieces. We totally need to find someone to sell this shit to.
Nice.
It's basically free.
Girl math.
Ah.
I'm sure someone in the guild knows some art buyers.
Ooh,
Is it stolen?
more?
Did we steal that? Or is it just something you came across?
I don't remember. All I know
I
is that
do
it's in
over
my
the
bag
board
of holding.
things too, guys. Not
No.
everything's illegal.
I'm concerned about us stealing a painting that was or selling a painting that was stolen to like a legitimate buyer and it being stolen.
Listen.
I
It
don't know
just
how to cut the
says
tracks.
art piece for 500 gold pieces, and then there's magical bracers that we also need to sell. Oh, that was from the genie cave.
That's probably where we got the art
Yeah,
piece
so
then.
it's
It's
I
fine.
think so. Let's sell. Oh, and I also have pirate posters with blood. And
Nope.
It parentheses it says tuna.
Yeah, we're not selling those.
You
Yeah,
want
I think
them.
those.
Yes, please. I would love
Oh,
to
don't
put them up in my room when we get back home.
Okay, I'll keep them. I'll keep
Nice.
them.
Thank you.
Are you keeping the blood too?
I mean,
It's in
thematic.
Yeah.
It's in there. It's fine.
For what it's worth, the Thieves Guild would buy that too, because they can use it for a bunch of purposes. So they'll pay you the, Figure's Thieves Guild will just pay you for the art piece if you want.
Do I get a little extra for
Nope, they're too
having
business.
having my girlfriend run the Thieves Guild? How much for the magical bracers?
Oh, do you know what they are?
It just says magical bracers to sell.
Oh, okay. Well, if with it unknown, they would probably offer you. What do I need to roll?
Are they bracers of defense, maybe?
I don't remember them having an actual name to it, otherwise I would have put it down.
Yeah, 220
It just says-
gold is all they'll offer for unidentified magical bracers.
A genie cave. Okay.
Okay.
So we're good with selling the art and the bracers, because.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free incense. Can I buy that here? Does someone sell incense here?
I'm sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's just easier.
Okay, so we got. Let me just. I'll take the art piece and the bracers out of the inventory, since we're selling, and then so we got 720. How much for the incense again?
250.
250. Okay,
With some very expensive incense.
that's okay. Now we. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. So 470.
You don't even have to worry about putting it in your inventory because it's about to go poof.
Nice.
So, yay.
Plus gold pieces. Cheers.
I don't have the 4 ivory strips in there, but I mean, I know we bought them last time and the spell doesn't consume them, so I know we still have them.
Yeah.
I just don't have it in my inventory. I do still have some very fun things that I keep forgetting that I have.
Did you have a party book or something?
I have the party book. I still
Yeah.
haven't used the party book. I have some
Amazing.
pomade that I stole from a vampire.
Damn.
I have a creepy doll.
A potion of cloud giant strength.
Wow.
I'm saving that for a rainy day.
Nice. Well, as you all kind of peruse your bags and everything, you sell your goods, you're able to purchase what you need. Is there anything else you all would like to do today? Because this is sort of morning into maybe lunchtime or so.
I think while they're going around selling and buying things around the guild, Pharaoh's gonna have to hunt down Frill again and talk to him.
Okay. You're, sorry.
The second in command.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Pharaoh, let's report, or what can I do for you?
One of the council members is aware of the dragon sword.
Which?
Hold on.
All right.
No, not.
I know. You seem to be lost in thought, Pharaoh.
You and your freaking fantasy names that I don't know how to spell.
You can copy and paste it to
Pronounce.
me if you want, and I'll just tell you.
It's the Lem.
Lemegli?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lemegli.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay.
Or at least that's who I have in my notes. So unless my notes are bad.
Nice. Really?
He's looking for an item within the dragon sword. He's hired people to steal something from us and other places. I don't know what they need from it yet. But the fact that they're aware of it alone.
Yes. We'll have to do a thorough evaluation and see. We should test and see how much he actually knows first. And then we'll have to go through the ranks I mean, it's always
I was
been.
aware of us in general. Their perception of us is a little skewed, but
Yes. Listen, that's been a concern ever since the betrayal. Yes, that,
yeah.
and I wouldn't put it past them. Rolls his eyes, the not even wanting to say the name.
I guess, who knows what he's run around saying.
Yes. We've changed everything we need to change. We're managing all right day to day, but I suppose that was inevitable that some secrets. But we'll make sure it's known in our ranks, and we'll test and see if it's just word carried on the wind, or if they have some concrete knowledge of it.
I was looking for was it sword that they're looking for from our inventory, Dan?
Yes.
They're looking for some sword. With a vague memory. But it's not as if though I'm in there checking the inventory every day.
Well, there are so very many swords in there. You would remember, Feyor, I think you got a description, a rough description, and you remember it kind of matches this weird set of 3 swords that you have. They're identical, 3 identical swords. They're all fastened in like a triangular piece of stone with the top portion cut off, and the sword is inserted through that. The swords don't pull out without, using magical means, but, Crystal thought, we can just store it safely. She used Identify on them, and they just came back as finely crafted, +2 broadswords. And so it seemed valuable, and so they're sort of in a valuable trunk, but not like a dangerous thing. But there were 3 identical ones that match the description that you got at the party. They stick out because they were a little bit of a mystery at first, and then oh, okay, they're just +2 broadswords.
I'll have to inspect them more closely. We've got so much more we need to do today. And I'm looking to get some of the other items that they're looking for before they do. I prefer to have it in our hands than theirs, especially since we don't know what they need with it yet. But we're gonna have to investigate everyone again.
I'll start abridging assignments, those that we trust the most, and working our way down, upper ranks downward. I'll have it completed within the week.
Thank you.
Of course. Perhaps those spiders you sent will come in more useful sooner than we thought. Let's hope not. It kind of nods just to see if there's anything else you want to say, but otherwise they're going to get right to work.
No.
So some of the guild's workings are going to slow down over the next week as you investigate, interrogate, check everybody from the top down, as thorough as you have in the past. When what's his name? This thing. Okay. Are you doing anything else? Are you looking at those swords while they're going around, Fiora, or are you waiting for everybody and you all want to do that together?
I think I'd like to look into the possession first.
Okay.
Just kind of get out of the guild while all of that's starting up.
Well, they don't take. I mean, by the time you're done with that combo, getting things set up, Tuna and Ladrin are all set in the guild, getting their things, and the 3 of you can head if you wish. Yeah, out to library. Hey.
They'll stop buying and get disguises first. I'm sure there's a bunch of preset stuff out clothing wise, so just kind of choosing from that and getting everyone
Okay.
just looking completely different.
Gotcha.
So not a squirrel.
Nice.
No,
A squirrel. Yeah, nice.
because I don't know that they'll let us have squirrels in the library.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can read as a squirrel.
Never tried.
Oh, nuts.
Oh,
Okay,
nuts.
sorry, stupid. I couldn't help myself.
Shame.
I know.
Shame.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Yeah, so the three of you head out. I'll just ask for an investigation check. You know, Sans, I know Tuna, you'll have your spell tomorrow, but for library research today, if you feel you'd be participating, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Start with Tuna if you're reading.
Tuna's trying. That's a 2.
Oh,
I'm not very good at this.
nice, nice.
That was a 3 minus 1.
Oh, no. Yeah, you end up finding like these encyclopedic breakdowns, so it's like just text wall after text wall, and it's like, no, you know, just like hurting the brain.
Tuna, y'all catch Tuna snoring at one point in a book.
Nice. Ladrin?
Well, 11.
Okay. Yeah, with an 11, you're looking through, you find some of the basic stuffs, the basic, information rather, on possession. And basically, how to break this down? And with an 11, I think you know that the typical rules of possession involve typically spirits of some sort. There's usually it depends on their overall charisma, the person being affected, on how resilient they are to being possessed. It makes the target usually incapacitated while they're being driven by the ghost. Basically, they lose control of their body. I think those are just the basics you get with an 11. And
Cool.
Figura?
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So you're able to find a little more in possession. Some of the scarier parts where the person that is being possessed is aware they're the back seat in their own body, watching the ghosts, when possessed, don't shut off awareness. So you're very aware of the touch, the smell, the taste of the things, blood in your mouth if you're hurting your loved ones and this and that, the feel of hurting as you're doing it. The ghosts, while within a person, can't be targeted either with attack, spells, or other effects, except ones that turn undead, as clerics have sometimes, or often, or always. And let's see. They typically don't gain access to the possessee's knowledge or memories or any of that stuff. Possession usually only lasts until the person is incapacitated, until they get down to 0 hit points, basically. The ghost can leave when they want, and there's some spells that will repel a ghost, such as Dispel Evil and Good. You get kind of the whole rigmarole on the regular possession. And it's a day spent at the library. You're able to share that info among one another. Is there anything you'd like to do before bed and day 2?
Is there time to meet with the council person we saved? Another name I don't remember how to pronounce.
Dinless? Not tonight, but tomorrow there would be.
Never.
Right, another full night's rest. Again, if you need to or you hadn't before, make sure you get a long rest in D&D Beyond. just in case you
I'll
need to reset
cast
anything.
before we go to bed, just so they're not
Oh.
expecting us. I'll cast sending and just be like, "Hey, this is opportunity. Just letting you know, we'll see you tomorrow. We got busy today." Kind of thing to Dinless, just giving a
Okay.
heads up so that it's not like, "Hey, we're just not coming to see you." So
Nice.
they know we haven't abandoned them.
Okay, you'll get a response.
I'll say like, had some things come up, not just we're busy.
Nice, yeah. Busy piece, yeah. Wait. No, they'll definitely be understanding. They'll, of course. It's just that my door was open. If on your time. Thank you again. Return message. Okay, you're able to get another night's sleep. You wake up in the morning. The next day is going to be the meeting with Leanna and Feora, so you've got one last day to do things. There's another library to check out. Whether or not you want to do that today, you got Dinless. And possibly the lore thing if Tuna ends up doing, if you end up doing that today. What would you all like to do first today?
We want to just go ahead and get lore out of the way. I will prepare it since it is today, and that is my 5th level spell. And I want to cast it specifically about, it takes me 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. I once again, this time I just can't even find my iPad. The possessing spirit. I do remember that part. So that's what I'm casting legend lore about.
Okay. Oh, nice. I'm so sorry. I ended up getting sidetracked with another question.
No, you're
So you're casting lore on just Tyrant Thraxis in general? Or did you say you had a specific?
It has to be a person, place, or object.
Okay.
So it would just be Tyrant Thraxis in general.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
And it says the more information you already have, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is, if that
okay.
is relevant at all.
It is, because you've got some. You've got some. You know they're a lost god. You know a bit of their deal. All right. Well, you find another multi-purpose room, and you're able to set up a little, ritual, circle to cast the. Is it a ritual or?
Yeah. No, it's not a ritual.
Okay.
It's just a 10-minute long casting.
Oh, okay. You set everything up. You do your cast, and with Ladrin and Feora in the space, and things start to come to your mind over the next 10 or 15 minutes after casting the spell. Tyrant Thraxis, also known as the Possessing Spirit, was an entity in a previous prime who stole control over bodies of others to further its goals. Said to be one of the 7 lost gods, which you know already, of course. Had dealings with Bane, a deity from another prime. Was forced to bow before Bane at one point. Let's see. What they are isn't confirmed anywhere, but some sages believe Tyrant Thraxis to be a type of Yugoloth. Though spells that are normally effective against different types of Yugoloth have proven to have no effect on Tyrant Thraxis. That's why they're not quite sure. All that's truly known is Tyrant Thraxis was an extraplanar entity of unknown origin, but apparently a very weak example of his kind, despite how powerful he is. Here. Tyrant Thraxis can take the body of whoever they please. They would take the body and avoid changing its appearance too much in order to avoid suspicion. Just a sneaky person. Cruel, ruthless, and intelligent. Meticulous record keeper who like to keep written accounts of every significant action, conquest, subversion, and every creature under their control, as well as what resources they could command, etc. In case that comes in. Possessed a rather powerful dragon for some time. Their favored body up to that point, but they were expelled through the use of a pool of radiance. They were using a pool of radiance to gain power in this other prime. You've encountered, I think, or heard of a pool of radiance? I think you encountered it, but you heard about it when you were out in the swamp. Somewhere out in the swamp. I'll get that to you. I don't remember what part you encountered. Yeah, and had found a pool of radiance and was drawing power from it, and that's how they were able to possess this really powerful dragon. And then at one point, I think Bane was involved, and thusly he was removed. The dragon was killed, and they fled, seeking refuge in another body entirely in the city they were in, that of a beggar who will not be caught. Fled the city as a beggar and went to go level up their power again. And that was the last that was heard of them in the Southern Prime, and now here they are in the city. Yeah, that looks like it. Is there any question you have for me that I might be able to pop in for Laura that wasn't answered in that?
I mean, you're not going to tell us how to beat him, so no.
Sorry.
I'm good.
Just how to win against the possessing spirit.
I would like to look up a tutorial.
Nice. You know what? I think in the lore, let's see.
Love it when a bit pays off.
Yeah, he's all horny for pools of radiance.
Made him in one.
Doesn't say this, does it? If it says it in this, I'll share it, but I don't know that it does. It doesn't. I will say that that it is said that there were tools created to assist mortals, and he had a couple deities that hated his guts. They hated one another, and a couple deities crafted some tools for mortals to help vanquish the dragon that he was in, and them. So there might be some tools out there that might be handy.
Okay.
But that's it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that was so disjointed.
No, it's fine. I will relay all of this to the group and say, not to stereotype, but dragons aren't from here. Do we think that Dia's great grandmother would know anything about this?
I don't see why not.
Is she's in the dragon chat, isn't she?
Mm.
Can be.
Great mother is.
Mm-hmm.
Mima?
I mean, it is
Meemaw, yeah.
the origin of the dragon.
Yeah,
So
that's where we got it from. So
Just listening in.
yeah, basically.
Just kidding.
I like to think that we tune her out usually.
Yeah, I imagine.
Hi, this is in Dragon Chat to Dragon, and everyone else. I know we haven't spoken in a while. Would you happen to know anything about Tyron Thraxus from another plane you were in, if you came from another plane? There was something to do with dragons, and we don't know much about them here. Also, how are you? It's been a while.
Oh shit, I forgot to say hi.
Literally.
That's amazing.
Me texting my dad today, hey, what time does the thrift store buy you clothes? Also, hi, I haven't spoken to you in a month.
Yeah, that's so funny. All right, you'll get a response. Oh, a pleasure. I'm Thraxis. I recall. Well, of course they know, right? Because they're one of the Lost Gods. They're the one that kind of gave you a heads up. I don't know much that would be helpful. I understand they were once... Don't know if she'd be aware of a dragon being possessed. Where I understand they were once possessing a dragon, but whatever specialized knowledge came with that hasn't made it here to this time. Terribly sorry.
No, thank you.
How are you? How's Dia? Oh, just kidding.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
this is awkward. Okay.
Nice. All right.
Just talking to my missing girlfriend's grandmother. It's fine.
So sad.
And then she left. Aw. Okay. So we've got that. We have Dinless on the docket, I believe.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that gosh, I just don't have a segue because we're here at the Thieves Guild. But I'll say we'll go take our bio break. We'll take a 10-minute bio break. When we come back, we'll finish up the day, and then we'll get to the Leana Feora Minera meeting after that. And yeah, so we'll be gone for, if anyone doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Our audio will be hot, so chat with us if you like. And we'll have our BRB screen up, but we'll be back in 10. Catch you soon. All right.
Beep boop.
Need y'all to know I've had the wheel of monotony on Neopets going in the background this whole time, and it's still spinning.
Nice. Not doing 100% good. All right. Hope viewers, you're all having fun this evening. Looking forward to the Leana Minera Feora meeting, where we can officially kind of bring Leana into the story, full on into the campaign. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, I'm gonna get a snack, and I'll be right back. Oh, all right. What time is it? Oh, bird. La da da da. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Little of this, little of that. One of these. Oh shit, the abandoned ship. It's getting crazy. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Ooh, look
Ooh,
at
what's
that
for dinner?
It's not
Nice.
even dinner. Not even dinner. It's breakfast that turned into dinner. You know?
Yes. Yes,
And
that
I got
hits
some
the
pecan
spot.
pie
Oh,
right after.
Pecan.
love it. Yum, yum,
We
yum.
say pecan.
A
Wait, are
corn.
you up
Pecan.
north
That's
or
when you raise
south?
your pinky.
I'm in Indiana.
Oh, okay, so you're
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Down here we say pecan.
Yes, we sure do.
Thank you, Carly.
Nice. I can't
I do hear it
recall. What's that?
differently from natives
Mm-hmm.
and non-natives alike.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, actually.
Mm.
Yeah. I always thought it was like a regional thing. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it just depends.
Yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
half the people here say pecan
Mm-hmm.
and half of them say pecan, and it drives me insane.
Mhm.
It's like, can we just pick one?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they say pecan. I'd be fine if we all said pecan, but I need us to all say the same thing.
Let's get on the same page.
And we never will be.
Pecan. Just weird. Or like caramel. It's either
Caramel.
caramel
I
or
say
it's
caramel.
caramel.
I say
And I
caramel.
and I say caramel.
Or
We say caramel too.
okay, this is gonna make me sound insane. Salmon. I say salmon half the time.
No, you don't. you don't.
Nice.
I say, okay,
No, you don't.
salmon is the fish, but you eat salmon patties.
Oh my God.
That's
No.
awesome.
That's
Who are
just what
you?
I've always said.
No.
I know. And the
trusted
Vienna
you.
sausage, those are Viennas.
I trusted you.
Nice.
Vienna sausages. I'm
I love it.
sorry.
Oh, when
Carly, I'm
It's
sorry.
mostly salmon.
I wanna be on your side, but I just can't.
understand.
It
I love
irks me
that.
so bad.
The L in Sam, I cannot
No,
take
I'm
it. My
telling you,
mother does it.
the fish
can't take
itself
it.
is salmon.
Salmon.
Everything is salmon except for when you get it in the can and you make little patties and you fry them. That's
Mhm.
salmon patties.
That's
I
so-
can't
man.
explain
That's
it.
amazing.
It's
When
so
you
bad.
fry 'em,
It's so bad.
man, that southern
It's
accent just
visceral.
came
It's
right
visceral.
If I start defending the way I say stuff, it gets so bad.
out. No,
Cracks up.
same. The same.
Nice.
I can relate so hard to
Mhm.
that.
If y'all ever heard me turn around and talk to my mother, if she's ever in my doorway, it's like cornbread falls out of my mouth.
Mm.
It's so bad.
Amazing.
I love it so much.
How do you all say envelope then?
Envelope.
Envelope.
Envelope, yeah.
How about coupon?
Coupon.
Okay. Yep.
Coupon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
cute.
is there a coupon?
That's
I
so
say,
fun.
oh, coupon? No, coupon. Coupon. Coupon.
We're not going to talk about the thing
Nice.
you do to your clothes to make them not wrinkled anymore.
Iron.
I think we've probably discussed this before. Because I say iron. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what about this sentence? Hold on. I'm gonna have to type it.
Oh God, I think I know which one you're about to
Uh-oh.
say.
Uh-huh.
The
It
Baltimore
is so
accent.
bad.
Oh
It's
God.
so bad. 5 bowls of bowling oil.
5 bowls of bowling oil.
5 bowls of
5
boiling
bowls
oil.
of boiling
Yeah.
oil.
Bowl and all.
Bowling oil. I have to slow down. 5 bowls of boiling oil.
That's
5
amazing.
bowls of bowling oil every
5
time.
bowls of bowling oil.
And it makes my accent worse.
I know.
Mm.
It's so bad.
I was like, this, no.
I like it when there's entirely different words. Like, I'm from Rhode Island, so New England, and moved down to Virginia, technically the South. I can't say. I mean, it is the South, right? But like,
Yeah.
also when I moved here, I'm like, all right, I guess it's the South of Mason-Dixon, so we're South. But you say anything about like, oh, how close you are to the North to anyone in Virginia, they're like, you're gonna die, Yankee. I had so many people like, you're Yankee, aren't you? Because some of my words come through with a New England accent.
Mm.
But when I moved here, I was dying of thirst. I was working at a Walmart pushing carts and stuff, and I asked for the water bubbler, and they looked at me like I had 3 heads, like a what? Like,
The fuck
it's a
is that?
bubbler. Where you stand and you drink water from it when you're thirsty. Oh,
Water
the water
fountain.
fountain's over there. Like, okay, like it's a water bubbler. It's bubbling
Interesting
water.
to me that you said shopping carts.
Oh yeah,
'Cause that's a buggy.
a buggy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do hear that
That's
a
a
lot
buggy
down
here.
Yeah,
No, we just
Oh.
say cart.
nice.
Grab the cart.
Well, I was talking about overalls once down here. No, they had no idea what I was talking about. Like, it's overalls. They got the club in the pocket. Like, oh, bibs. And I'm like, no, like a bib is what you wear like when you're eating. Like, they're like, no, bibs.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
what is Dr.
that's-
Pepper?
Oh, Mr. Pibb. Yeah.
Or
This-
yeah, but what is it?
It's
Okay,
it's
it's
a soda.
It's a soda unless you're getting it at a restaurant, then it's a soft drink.
No, it's a Coke. It's a Coke unless you want Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, we're going back. We're both going back to the game. I can't talk to you guys
Nice.
anymore.
It's so confusing.
It's
Nice.
not. It's a fact.
This
It's a
language is
fact.
stupid and I hate it.
There's
Right?
too many options.
Try teaching it. Jeez, Louise.
Oh, iced tea's the other thing. Like, someone asked for like, if iced tea for me is just tea that I've iced, or I put out in the sun, then I put the ice in it, it's that. But if it's not loaded with sugar, it's not sweet tea, which was a term I didn't know before, then like it's not iced tea. But sweet tea is so sweet. It's like drinking syrup.
No, you gotta get it half cut. Order it half cut, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only drink the
Oh.
herbal tea stuff.
Oh no, I drink sweet tea that's like pure sugar. But if you're not used to it, you gotta
Mhm.
get it. You gotta get it
Can't
cut
do
with
it.
unsweet.
I can't.
Anyways.
Socks off. Okay, so sorry. Here we go. I'll bring us back. Sorry. Hope you enjoyed that chat. Yay, Zen, you made it just in time. Yeah, to hear our
Hey, Zen.
yeah. I'll say, yeah. Mine just comes through with the things like coffee or
Coffee.
chocolate or things like that. Otherwise, my mom used to get so upset. She'd be like, because my dad's accent's hard. Like, he adds R's to the end, like soda and things like that. Idea. And I was so freaking because mom was very learned. Like, fuck no, you're not. It's not idea, it's idea. So I didn't pick up too much, but
Or
enough.
washer. The washer machine.
Washer.
The
That's
washer
more down
machine.
here. Like West Virginia washes their clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's half my family says, gotta wash your clothes. And I'm like,
Nice.
it's wash. It's
Wash.
wash.
Yeah.
That's like if there's something on the wall, it's not a picture, it's a picture.
Mm.
Nice.
A picture on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Love
I
it.
was watching a show the other day, and one of the characters was from Rhode Island, but they said it Rhode Island, which is how it's spelled and how it should be sounded out. But in Rhode Island, it's Rhode Island is how you pronounce it. Like,
I
they're not
noticed
from
that
Rhode
you've been
Island.
saying it that way. And I
Yeah.
was like, that is wild. I've never heard it. And like,
Mm.
I don't know, I never considered.
Like, that's a lie. They're not.
English is weird.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Dialects on top of
Hyperfixation. I'll dial my
Aw.
Anything down. All right, here we are. Yes, it's the day of Dinless, I believe. Day 2, last day before the meeting. With the Fiora, Leona, and Minera. Horseshoe Sister Celeste. Okay, anyway, so are you all headed to Dinless today? Tuna, Ladrin, and Fiora? Okay. You head down to the administrative building, in which Dinless's office is. So you find your way down. You're quickly shown into a nice little conference room where you sit and wait until Dinless approaches. They enter the room and close the door. Hello. Right. Just sorry. I kind of gestures to you two. I was expecting you. But the more the merrier. Yes. They pull up a seat at the end of the table. Some drinks, please. Drink up, eat up. How may I help you? What can I do for you?
I'm not really great at talking to people. So I brought my friends to help. We're trying to figure out something is going on in the city, and we're trying to figure it out. Do you know? Are they wearing a purple rose?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, how can I insight check and see if they're acting a little off from the other night, just
Yeah.
in case?
Absolutely.
Okay, 26.
Oh my. They seem to be acting relatively the same, maybe a little more calm today, whereas they were a little jarred last night after the experience. So,
Right. So
yes.
does a purple rose hold any significance to you? I've seen a few members of the council wearing it and wasn't sure if it was.
Really? I can't say I've seen that particular adornment. Purple rose. Seems like an interesting color for rose. I feel like perhaps I saw a server with one last night. It did stick out a bit. But other than that, no. Hmm.
Has there been anything that you've noticed at all?
In, in what regard?
Anyone acting strangely after what happened to Councilman Glorybuff?
Hmm. Not since then. Councilperson Glorybuff has been more on edge, acting a bit out of character for at least a couple of weeks now. There's been a number of sort of movements in the city. Odd decisions by Councilperson LeMagley and Councilperson Glorybuff that felt a bit out of character. Been trying to look into it a bit. Council Councilperson Glorybuff rather upset at my questions, my pursuing these matters. We were not before relatively good speaking terms with all the council people, but over the past couple of weeks, the relationship has really soured, and I was not expecting to hear anything from them at the party, but they had sent someone to come tell me that they were ready to talk and that there was something very wrong happening in the city. Went to meet them. The room the server spoke of, and that's And that argument escalated and they attacked. Whatever they were doing, whatever that attack was, it felt like they were pulling me almost out of my body.
Hmm.
But yes, have you also noticed strange things in the city, other than the more regrettable decisions the council people made and lower above have been making?
We haven't really been here long enough to see,
Ah,
but I don't know. Do either of you have any looking at Theora and Ladrin?
What's up with the purple roses?
what's that?
Yeah. I said, what's up with the purple roses?
Yes, again, I'm not sure. I did see a server with one, as I mentioned, but I don't. It's not something common, that's for sure. There's no significance that I know of. Cigar pot. Let's see if I can hear from it now.
No, testing. Mm.
Is there something you're
Okay.
pursuing in the city? Perhaps I can help, assist in some way, or
I think Lamegli might be participating in some under the table deals.
Mhm.
yeah. I know they've been
Yes.
making some strange decisions that feel against the will of the people of Avalon. Hard for me to believe they would be doing so though.
Yeah. There's there was a Goliath person, a snake lady person, and another half elf. I don't think I caught any of their names, but
Right?
they all had purple roses.
Did they? I think it was just a server. Yeah. Oh, but that's okay. You can say it. Oh, I
That's what I'm
see.
saying.
See.
Because they were all together in a group anyway. So I just associate purple roses with that group.
I see. Well, I mean, if Councilperson Lemegli is doing this, I'll need to report that to the head guard.
Great.
Do you have any
Who
proof or anything I can point to when I report this?
is the head god at the moment?
Oh, the head guard. Yes. Well, that is. Let me just pull up their info
Oh,
here, because
the
you
one with
met
the
them as
facial
well.
tattoos.
Yeah, I think so. They had the rainbow-esque hair. Adelaide.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
How's
smash.
Adelaide?
right. Okay. I just there's a lot going on right now. Just in the city, in the rest of the world, in I don't know, I'm sure you heard about everything that's happened in Godai Harbor and all of that.
Sad. Oh, terrible. Yes. You
It's
think
just
that is going to happen here?
no, I think it might be a precursor to something bigger that's going to happen.
We do not need another incident like the bombing.
No, that we definitely don't. Um,
What can I do? How can I help? If not just to be here.
anything that you find out, anyone that acts strange, just please let us know. We want to help. We want to stay on top of things.
All right.
I can give really good descriptions of the people that were with Lamegli, if that
Please.
helps. I'm pretty sure the Goliath threatened me, so
Oh.
I'm gonna say in the dragon chat, do we want to lay it all out there? I can zone of truth us.
No.
Okay.
I would give those descriptions to Adelaide. I will submit a report. Adelaide is also, upon hearing my concerns, been investigating the matter. So she is by far the ideal person to coordinate with. And as far as me, just know that you have an ally in the council. If it turns out that Lemegli or any of the others, goodness forbid, are in fact doing shady dealings and other things under the table and back alleys and dark corners and such, against the will of the people here, just know that I am here to be a voice of reason on your behalf.
in the dragon chat. Okay, so I know we're not going to lay everything out. Do you want me to tell them about my experiences with Lemegli, or no? Just leave it as
If you're prepared to tell them why you were following a council member.
I'm
away
good.
from the-
I thought it was. I mean, I could just play dumb and thought it was. Never mind. No, I'm good.
My door is open. Anytime, I will make the time to see you all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I can do. Yes, and at your next convenience, I think Adelaide is performing a survey of outside the city for the next couple of days. But once she returns, I would highly suggest making the time to speak with her and reporting what you shared and giving those descriptions. She can take any leads that you have to offer. Well, I must get back to work, but I wish you all the very best. And if in my own pursuits I'm able to uncover anything, I will. How do I reach you to share the information?
I'm gonna look at Feora.
Sending stone?
Do we have a spare sending stone?
I have a residency you can send a letter out to.
All right, very well. I'll send a messenger. Yeah, or myself, depending on the content, and deliver the message. All right, gets up from the table. Thank you all again. Opens the door for you all. Okay, you all head out. And oh, okay, head back into the city. Without much else to do today, I'll just check in and see if you have anything you want to do or discuss on the heels of that or anything before we go to the meeting day. Nope. Okay. So just another day of processing all this. I feel like, it's probably also, I mean, it's gorgeous here, right? You're oceanside, you're it's down below enough where you get the wonderful breeze up here, the relatively fresh air. Um, I grew up with ocean air, so I'm like, yeah, but I know it's not for everybody, but I think most of you are coastal. I mean, at least Figure and Tuna. Yeah, later. So, there's plenty to see and do and hear in the city while you're here. Um, just to have some semblance of day-to-day life before you retire for the evening back at the Thieves Guild. As the next morning rolls around, you find yourselves having breakfast together. Fiora, you've got, maybe 30 minutes before you've got to head out to meet Minera and Liana. Anything you want to do this morning before heading over there?
I think she'd extend an invitation out to Ladrin and Tuna to see if they'd want to come with.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
The bear will seem grumpy the morning of the meeting.
Adrian will make a special tea and kind of slide it over to Feora and without saying anything.
She takes it, but she doesn't drink much of it.
Rude.
Wow.
Just dumps it on the table. No,
No, Dan.
I'm just
What did
kidding.
I do? What did I do? Are we broken up already?
Oh my god.
Is this how you break up with me?
Not drinking tea is a signal of.
I mean,
Listen, listen.
Oh my god.
there's some trauma there. Let's be real.
There's some trauma. He
Amazing.
was her comfort. Okay, anyways.
All right, so you wrap up. Leanna, you have also, of course, have a good night's rest. You wake up with Minera in the morning, and you and Minera are walking to this office space from her house where you're going to have this meeting with Feora. So you and she are just chatting along the way. She'll just ask you, Leanna, all right, well, it's almost time to meet my sister. Do you have any questions or concerns? Anything you'd like to ask before we meet her that I can answer for you?
I was shocked to hear that you and your sister are not close.
Yes, I have some struggles with her, and she with I. We have a couple other siblings. I get along famously with them. But was my older sibling, and I just take issue with the way that she deals with things.
Deals with things in what way?
The depth of that answer, we could drown in many dozen times over, but I'm afraid much of that information it wouldn't be right of me to share. But she may tell you.
Wow. It's so shocking because you've always been so kind to me. But what reassurance do I have that I can trust her just as much as I've trusted you?
Begrudgingly, I admit that often her heart is in the right place, and she is very, very good at what she does. I trust her with your safety. She cares for our siblings as well, and has managed to do so for some time. But unless she's crossed, then she's a wonderful ally to have.
Well, I'll be sure not to cross her.
Yes, I would advise.
How much longer do we have?
This is it, and points to you've arrived at the office, and the two of you kind of settle in, get comfy. You hear maybe like 15 minutes later, around the time of the meeting, a door open in the outer section, and like 4 sets of footsteps come in, and Minera's like, "One moment, please, Leanna," and gets up and heads out to the outside room to greet Feora, Ladrin, and Tuna, closing the door behind her. Hello, pleasure to... nods to Tuna, who probably had the most interaction with the party, yes. Points, to you, Ladrin. Pleasure. Feora, hello. I intended this to be a private meeting. Are your friends welcome to rest here, please? Hope you'll understand. For their sake, gestures to the office behind her. intended it just to be the three of us.
You feel it's absolutely imperative? I find that most things I do these days are done with these two along with me.
I certainly
Won't
understand.
I said it won't bite.
I will leave that at your discretion, Feor, but I do feel it would be. I would feel better given what I need to share in there with her information if you heard it first and acted as a filter as you saw fit. If you're there and you deem it all necessary or fine to share with your close allies here, then I won't hold any objection. But if I share something, I can't take it back. I'd rather share it through you and have you decide.
I can wait out here. I don't mind.
Thank you.
I don't speak for Ladron. I do want to make that clear.
I'm just, I am just staring.
Mhm.
Like, Gregory's out on my shoulder too, by the way. And his color changes just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Ladron will just look at Feora to see if she wants her with her or to stay at her.
All right, Minnie, we can do it your way. And just kind of turn and mouth sorry to Ladron.
You like roll her eyes as she closes them at the name. It's Minera, and opens the door. Thank you both. I hope you understand it's not my information to share. We won't be long. Help yourselves. There's a drink cart over here, some snacks on the other side, a little snack cabinet. So please help yourselves.
Is that alcohol?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's, yeah.
Nice. All right, Leanna, the door opens back up as Feora steps through that you met at the party a couple nights ago. And Minera behind and closes the door. So it's just you, Feora, and Minera in the office. The other two people seem to stay outside. Excuse me, in the other room, the waiting room of sorts. Feora, Leana, Feora. As she sits down with the two of you, circular desk.
Hi, nice to meet you again.
Likewise.
Well,
So she looks towards Manera like for comfort or like reassurance.
what kind of energy or face, what kind of energies Feora giving is Leanna sort of assessing?
I think she's kind of keeping it under wraps right now. Since she's supposed to be helping this person, she doesn't want to alarm them. And while she finds it generally annoying to be in Minera's space, after talking to her brother too, she's trying to be at least somewhat cordial. So
It's kind of what you take in, Leanna.
Good.
Please go ahead.
Sorry, I think we should discuss, I guess, why we're meeting. And specifically, because I've found this thing. It led me here from Sunhaven.
Yes, Feora. I've known Leanna's family for a long time. And turns to you, Leanna. And Leanna, I'll explain that long history here today. But first, perhaps you'll share with Feora your circumstances and what made you leave your home and seek me out so that she can perhaps better understand your needs, what you're looking for.
She nods very understandingly, but also a little bit sad. The only mother I've ever known disappeared a few days before my birthday, my 20th birthday. And I've been performing by myself, doing gigs and connecting with other people ever since they disappeared. I was called something called me from the Feywilds, but I'm not sure what that is, and I've never known any connection there. So when I looked around after they had disappeared, I came home from my last gig and I found a card that had Manera's information on it. I don't know why I felt so comfortable, but something told me to come here to Avalon. And she looks back at Manera.
Yes. Can perhaps understand the loss. Kind of looks at you with not an ornery look, but just like a little pain in her eyes too, you know, as she's expecting from you for your loss of a parent. And well, she's looking for answers, and that is your specialty. But perhaps I should explain further my history with Leanna's family, and maybe that will help some things fall into place for you as well, Feora and Leanna. Please take a drink, settle in. This might be a fair bit of a story, a tale to tell. Well, and she kind of turns to you mostly, Leanna, to share with you. In my past travels, some 60, almost 70 years ago, I was traveling through the Feywild for some years. Well, some years in the Feywild because of the time difference. It was only a few months here on the Prime, but while I was there, I became embroiled in some politics. I was in Archfey, creatures of great power in the Feywild that often reside and rule over others. This Archfey ruled over a rather large area of the Feywild, but I found that people suffered under this Archfey. Far more a tyrant than a leader. However, they had ancient texts which I needed access to, and so I played the part, neutral ambassador to the Feywild, and I sought to gain access to the ancient texts which they stored in the depths of their vaults. I can't express enough how terrible it was there in their kingdom. I needed to maintain a neutral presence in this Archfey's court, but it was easy. It was clear to see the misfortune their rule was placing on their citizens. After some negotiations, I was finally granted access to their vault, where I began the long process of poring over those ancient texts. And that is where I met your great-grandparents, Diana. Despite the security surrounding the castle, and especially the vault itself, they had made their way inside. You see, they were there to save their people from the oppression of the Archfey. For the tyrants held their rule through the power of 3 magical items. They were lodestones imbued with powerful magical properties, one of which was even said to exert some control over gravity itself. Very powerful magical items. And the Archfey virtually always had them on their person. However, once every 5 years, they would be studied there in a different part of the vault, the tyrant hoping to further unlock the secrets of the powerful magical properties. And your great-grandparents were there to steal it, in hopes of weakening the Archfey enough for others to overthrow them. But they needed help. And so I assisted as best I could. I distracted guards, I modified memories, I used illusory magic to keep their work hidden as they went about, and they succeeded. They managed to steal the lodestones and the harness in which they sat from the vaults. They were concerned about their capture, about being captured and having the lodestones confiscated. They managed, and so not wanting to risk the lodestones falling back into the tyrant's hands, they decided to take one lodestone each and split up, as well as the harness, and asked of me one final, incredibly dangerous request. They asked me to hide the third and final lodestone, feeling I would be above suspicion, given my role in neutrality, something I'd worked long and hard to earn, but it all felt worth it after seeing firsthand what life under the tyrant's rule was doing. Okay? And so I did. In fact, I held on to it for decades and decades, worried someone might come after it, use its power for nefarious ends or self-serving purposes. After holding it for so long, I had it locked up in the Avalon City's guard vault, one of the most secure places I'm aware of. And I put that under their family name. That way, even if I were somehow coerced or controlled or possessed or otherwise, I would not be able to access the stone any longer. It would need to be someone of your family line. Which, of course, brings us closer to today. I cast a few spells on the small vault in which it's stored. It makes people forget they saw it as soon as they're not looking at it, just to keep any prying eyes away, prevent any mishaps. Now, to continue this rather lengthy story, I do apologize. Ever since then, I kept in touch with them. They at one point made it back to the Prime, and throughout the years, we would communicate. They felt it was their responsibility to keep their lodestones and its harness safe from those who would misuse it. And with each of their children and each of their descendants when born, I would come out and cast obscuration magic on their children to hide them from scrying eyes and help keep them safe. And cast refreshing obscuration magic on the harness itself and the lodestones. It's a strong magic that takes seed when first born, will last through their lives if done right away. When each of the children came of age, each generation, and had lived enough life to grasp the way of the world, they would share this story with them and ask them if they were up for taking the mantle and watching over the stones in the harness. And each generation, one of their children would agree. And so it moved down to the family line. However, Leilani never contacted me. Did not know she had children. So I didn't realize, wasn't expecting. Certainly you to show up at my door. looking so much like her. Although the clip in your hair is what assured me it was you.
Mm.
That brings us today. Feora, I hope you'll understand that I needed to do right by this family. This is why I'm asking you to look after Leanna, who's seeking answers, and perhaps with this information, looks at Leanna. With this information, perhaps you'll have some directions to follow. But that lodestone that is stored in the city vault is yours, Leanna. It is under your family name, so it is yours to claim.
How will I know that it's mine?
I was asked to hold it until someone of the family line came to me. And here you
But I
are.
don't know my family line. My adoptive mother and sister are all I've ever known.
Well, you most certainly do not need to take it. It is safe in the vault. If at all seeking, I fear that this disappearance may have something to do with this history. Perhaps having the lodestone will allow you some new leads to find your mother and sister that are missing. If not, more information on your history, who you are. But the choice is yours, of course.
She takes some time to consider it.
Mm-hmm. Your thoughts, please. I'm just waiting for you to dish them out, and you've said nothing yet, so go ahead. I've had it.
Kind of proud of you.
Oh, make an insight check.
Me?
Yeah, you said you're proud of her?
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Dirty 20.
Never would she admit this, but you can see in her eyes in that moment, it clicks. Like, that means a lot to her. And you instantly get the sense that this whole thing that she did is emulating you. That somewhere deep down, that's how she sees you, as a person that cares for others and helps when in need. And that this was a decision long ago in her life. Maybe the first one where she's like, this is something that I think is right because I've seen this from Feora. So maybe it's a little extra detail, but that's kind of the energy you get. Well,
Hmm.
is Avalon freezing over? um, that's kind of you, Feora. You think you can help Leanna with finding answers, finding family? I'm sure you're busy. There must be someone you can in your organization that can point her in the right direction or set her up with someone that can help.
Yeah, absolutely. Is your home Sunhaven?
Yes, my home is Sunhaven, and I was born and raised there. Well, I wasn't
Interesting.
born there, but I was raised there.
You say you live with the adoptive family?
Yes, my mother, Zola, and my sister, Renevier.
And they're missing.
Yes, they went missing 3 days before my 20th birthday.
Hmm.
And on the night before, I had that feeling of something in the Feywilds that made me look for Manera's information in the house. I've only known performing, so I just tried to make do. Thankfully, they left me a good sum of money
Never
so I could
hurts.
travel here.
Do you still have reservations about retrieving the lodestone?
She touches her hair clip in her hair. She's playing with her hair. I think this is the only way that I can get the answers I'm seeking. So I will travel with you, if you'll allow it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the lodestone's going to be an important piece in trying to figure this out.
Oh, Minera just sighing relief. I'm very glad, by the way, that Leanna, that Leilani must have given your adoptive mother, or otherwise my information. But I'm relieved that it found its way to you.
And we have no idea what happened to Leilani?
No, unfortunately, I've never known my bio mother.
Hmm.
Monera would tell us short stories, not Monera, not Monera. Isola. Isola would tell me stories of them in primary school. They grew up to be best friends for a short while and told me things about her hair and the way that she laughed and the way that she cared for other people so openly. I miss
Well,
her
I think
and I don't know her. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's enough emotional thing. Why do I feel emotional?
Welcome to D&D.
Welcome to D. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, welcome to D&D. Have some tears.
I just need to know she'll be safe for a while.
we'll keep her safe.
Uh, I will say, sorry, I lost my place in my notes here. Oopsies. Okay. I will say, Leanna, if you're going to keep the harness for the lodestones so visible to others, please at least let me cast fresh obscuration magic on it. It's a very powerful magic item.
Should we go get it and bring it back to you?
Oh, it's. And she kind of points to your hair. It's in your hair.
My hair.
The clip. Yes, that's the harness that holds the lodestone.
Wow. I've had this ever since I was a young girl.
Oh. Oh, so no one was told you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, and holds, and you see now, yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful clip, and there are 3 settings that are empty. And Minera explains that each one holds one of the 3 lodestones that this archfey used to use, these powerful lodestones with a bunch of magic. This will make it appear just as an ordinary hair clip to people, so you're able to wear it freely. This lasts about 20 years, this obscuration magic. You cast a little ritual spell on it, and hands it back. It should be fine. If you find the lodestone and wish to, if you collect the lodestone rather from the vault, and you wish to harness any of its magics, you'll need to have someone, an artificer that can work with items like this and magic, fasten it into the clip, and then you attune to it. You spend an hour or so becoming familiar with its magics, and you should gain access to whatever magics if it helps you in your journey.
Are you saying I can use this for magic?
With the lodestone that you pick up included? Absolutely. Very powerful magic. The Archfey ruled over their kingdom with the 3 lodestones in that harness, in that haircut.
What was the Archfey's name?
Let me answer in your mind. I don't know what became of them, but I don't wish to speak their name aloud. Because it can be dangerous, in my experience. And, where's the message? I'll send you a message because she's going to say it in your head. There you are. Where are you? There you are. Nice. That's pretty much it, Pasha. But a hair clip, yeah. And so she sends you mentally that name. Wait, I don't know. And I know that they were overthrown. Don't know what came of them. If they were killed, they escaped. But without having confirmation, I've been keeping a careful eye. This is also why I wish to speak here in private, that once this information is known, gestures, to you, Leanna, then I really need to know that she'll remain safe, or at least protected, now that everything's out in the open. This Archfey, if out there, will want these.
Well, it won't be the first time we've contested an Archfey, so.
Eyes
first
open
time.
a little wide. Oh.
What do you mean the first time? You've met with someone like this before.
Oh, yeah. Well, my girlfriend's mom is an Archfey, so.
Oh.
Your girlfriend's mom. Are you being to tell me there's more of you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I can see if Alindra knows what happened to the previous successor and what they're up to now. I'm sure it'd be good to figure out how to keep tabs on them.
Oh. Alindra didn't mention that she knew you. Maybe she doesn't know we're
I
sisters.
think it'd be hard to.
We look. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, these two are not twins, but damn, they look very similar. Yeah. Yes, you would think. Maybe she was being polite.
Could be.
Overly polite sometimes. Um, Leo, I do need to thank you sincerely. Leanna, her family, and her herself, I care about deeply. And if not for other matters of work here of the absolute utmost importance that I'm pursuing right now, I would help Leanna myself. But these matters are paramount, and I must see them through. So thank you.
What are you working on?
Make a fresh insight check.
19.
You catch for a moment, bit of a pained look in her eye. And she, of course, corrects herself. You know, that's just a glimpse. Yeah, she's rolling really shitty tonight. Uh, um, unfortunately, not matters. I. And she's stuttering a little bit, which is unlike her. I believe this will become something of public knowledge soon enough. We'll be able to share.
You're not in danger, are you?
I am always in danger. Curse of being successful and powerful. I'm sure. I'm sure you can understand.
But of course, I'm sure you're able to protect yourself, so just keep that up.
Well, I feel like we're tempting fates, staying in this meeting any longer. This is the longest we've gone without a quip. Let's not ruin that record. If you need anything else of me, I'll be here in town for at least the next week before moving along. Come see me if you wish. Off.
Suppose I could try and find some time in my very busy
There
schedule.
it is. Wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you again. Farewell. Leona, you are in good hands. And I'm sure equally so with Feor's companions. But I'll let you get acquainted with one another. Leona, no matter what, you always have a home with me. Call me. I will set you up. I will care for you if anything comes to pass. But again, you're in good hands. I think you'll find some answers. If anyone can find answers or leads for you to follow, it's Feor. She has an uncanny skill for it.
Thank you, Monera. I'll never forget your kindness. Truly, I could never have survived in a city like this without you.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you, Leia. All right. Well, I must be off. Fare thee all well. Perhaps we'll run into one another before one of us leaves the city. Gets up from the desk and opens the door for y'all to head out. As you're walking by, Fira, you head out, and she's just gonna put her hand on your shoulder quickly, Leona, and say, Leona, one moment, please. You should know one of your grandparents who had taken on this task of holding the lodestones had begun acting strangely over time. More so and more so over the years. Eventually, your great-grandparents felt that the burden was too heavy for that child, that it took your grandparent that had taken on that task. They went to reclaim the lodestones to ease the burden, let their child rest. The child had a break. They snapped, not wishing to let go of the stones or their magic. Your great-grandparents and their child, your grandparent, fought over the lodestones, and that child escaped with one of them. The other lodestone and harness remaining in their care, but one now lost to your grandparent. Of course, they were more careful and dutiful, moving on in the future to ensure that their descendants were ready to take on the task, trained in mind and body, and but that child of theirs, your grandparent, was never seen or heard from again. Lodestone, who knows where. So be cautious. Use the power, as you need to in your pursuit, but be cautious and wary of its allure. Where the third lodestone is, the last one that had it, would have been your mother. It would have been Leilani, probably.
Are you saying my mother stole the lodestone?
I don't
Wait,
know
is
what.
it load or loathe?
LODE, like lodestone, like the
Load.
little magnetic
Got it.
rocks, basically.
Okay, perfect.
hmm
Perfect.
I don't know. I'm not certainly not saying that. Kind of whispering. I'm certainly not saying that she stole it, but I also don't know what happened. I was expecting to hear from her if she ever had children, and I never did. And so I don't know what happened to her. Was it taken from her? Did she flee with it? Uh, Something else happened entirely
Mm.
elsewhere.
Isola never mentioned anything with her behavior.
All right.
They were always so kindly told stories.
Well, that's a bit of a relief, but it does mean something happened to the lodestone along with her then. But another answer for you to seek, I suppose.
I'll keep it in mind.
Very
Thank you
well.
for the warning.
Pats you on the back, lets you kind of go through the door with everybody. uh, oops. Oops. Oh, okay, okay. Let me change this real quick. So sorry. Change your layout super quick. Nope, we don't need my face there. We don't need it twice. That's not right. Let's see. That one will just be empty. That will do.
I will say, while this conversation has been happening, Ladrin's been on her broom,
Uh-huh.
like hovered way up, like probably not like right at the ceiling, just kind of like hovering higher than she needs to. But she's playing Phoenix chess with Gregory while she's waiting. So,
Okay. Like that's cute.
but up in the sky.
Oh damn, all right.
Butterfly in the sky.
I can go twice as high.
Nice.
Period.
All right. So yeah, so Legion, you'll see. I mean, you're in a waiting room, so I mean, you can be on your broom if you're doing your thing in this waiting room with Tuna, and the door opens. Feora comes out. Maybe half a minute later, Leanna comes out behind. Um, yeah. So the four of you are now in the waiting room, ready to do whatever you're gonna do. Is there any interaction that you'd like to have, Ladrin or Leanna meeting the other two?
Yes, so Leanna comes in and she is ready to say hi to um, everyone else. And so she looks towards Ladrin and says, hi, I'm Leanna. Who are you?
Ladrin will fly down on her broom. She's packing up. Oh, I think right as you say that, I'm sorry, she'll be like, no, why didn't I see that? Because Gregory just won.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll pack it up and be like, oh, and then fly down and be like, I'm Ladrin. So
I don't think I've ever. Wait, are you in werewolf form?
nope, nope, just myself.
Great. I don't think I've ever seen anyone on a broom. And what is that thing on your shoulder?
Oh, right. Yes. This is like technically speaking a fae spirit in the form of wildfire. It's kind of like a gargoyle-esque entity. But this is Gregory. That's all I really need to know. It's Gregory.
Oh, it has a name.
Yes, it does. Yes, he's very distinguished. when he
Wow.
wants to be.
That's so cute. Um, nice to meet you. What do you do in this team of information seekers?
Well, I make tea. I set things on fire eventually. Um, I'm dating that one. She points to Feora.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dating. That's so sweet.
It's my girlfriend.
Wow. At that
Um,
exact moment, Liana falls because she's very clumsy. She just trips over her own feet, unfortunately.
oh, Ladrin just stares for a second to someone nearby. Kind of like,
What do I do?
oh, yes, here, let me help you.
Mm-mm. She smacks your hand away and she gets up very quickly like nothing happened.
Nice.
Anyways, yes, it's a very long story, but it's been, has it been like 2 years in game that we've been traveling? I think so.
Yeah,
Over
just
two
over 2
years?
years. Year and a 2
Yeah,
years and a month or something like that.
perfect. Yeah, it's been 2 years of fighting things, making sure the world doesn't come to an end.
To an end. What are
You
you
never
doing with
know.
Sodaya?
Wait a
It's a
minute.
long
Yeah.
story.
Nobody
We
told
I
have some
would,
me.
very complicated side projects.
yes. I would love to make you tea and maybe spill a little bit if, well, I don't know what's happening with this situation, like as a whole. What are we doing? She looks at Feora.
She also looks at Feora.
You're okay if I share with them?
I think you can do whatever you need to do to make sure we get what we need.
We have another mission, side questing. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say side quest because it's really important to her and that feels like it minimalizes it, but
So sorry. A regular quest. Continue.
um her adoptive family is missing and Minera wants me/us to help protect her because she's got some complicated family history and help find out what happened to her adoptive family.
Cool. Sure. So you hanging out? So yeah, I'm guessing you're traveling with us. I'll just make us some tea whenever we get back somewhere, and then we can do like icebreaker questions.
Yeah.
What kind
I
of
think
tea? You've mentioned it quite a bit.
Tea, I have so many. She has like this pouch like within the bag of holding that has so many herbs. Like you've never seen so many herbs in your life. And then there's also other vials like on another side of this pouch, and it's like different vials of concoctions that she's already made. Like this is a specific tea that was made for tuna, and then there's one for Dia, and then she gets that and puts that away. And then like Feora, like over time she's curated these teas to match people's personalities, but also like tummy issues, headaches. She can't do anything for burns, but like mental health.
Mm,
Tea is her love language.
wow, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite tea, so I'm excited to learn.
Oh, perfect. We'll figure it out.
Shall we get going?
Yes.
I think first we should grab some lunch. Um, and then maybe after that, I'd like to hit the library before nighttime. And then I think tomorrow is when we'll try and pick up your lodestone. It actually works out a bit. We have some other business that takes us to where to the is it the vaults?
Mhm, mhm.
We have some other business that takes us to the vaults. So it actually kind of Works out that that's where Monera stored it.
Other business.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like what?
mildly illegal.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you gonna be okay with that?
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of that actually.
she looks around and she's looking both of you up and down. And she looks back towards the door at Monera, where Monera should be. And she says, well, what other option do I have?
The spirit.
Amazing. And so the three of you head out to go get some lunch. That's amazing. All right, let's see. All right, so you find a nice establishment to enjoy some lunch. I guess I'll just check it and see. So I know there's a lot of acclimating Liana into the party and what the party does. Do you want to tackle any of that at lunch, or are you just looking to just have a quick lunch and move on to the library?
Well, I don't think Feora would want to talk about what she does in a public space.
Okay, fair.
And Liana's not familiar with wherever they go to lunch. So she is curious about everything.
Oh,
Ladrin's never been to Avalon except now, so she doesn't know anything either. So
okay.
except for where she's been.
Vera, do you have a type of restaurant you want to bring them to? Everything's really nice here, so everything's that secret restaurant in the corner that's delicious here. So
I think it would be just like whatever Avalon is, like whatever's kind of native to Avalon. I
Yep.
think she would like crave a lot of Avalon food while traveling. So when she's here,
okay.
she tries to get as much of it as possible.
All right, you probably have a nice spread here. I mean, we're in the ocean, right? So there's probably some surf and turf. They got a lot of great farms here too. So you can get some steak and fish and potatoes, some mac and cheese. Get some, just a lot of like tummy filling tastiness. Um, really just hearty, delicious foods. Yeah, all right. So anything that any of you'd like to tackle on lunch? Otherwise, I'll move you along to the library.
Liana will make a comment about how she has never cooked before in her life, and that's it.
How
Oh
do they do
no.
this? Yeah.
What did you do for food while traveling?
Yeah,
Dry rations.
I'm so confused.
Thankfully, before my mother, Isola, and sister disappeared, we had a good enough amount of food for me to travel with.
Well, unfortunately, our group cook is not around.
Wait. Who do you think taught her in the first place?
Oh,
I
really?
am
Yeah.
still here. Yes.
I forgot.
Yes.
My mind is just like Dia's thing.
Did
No,
you
I
forget?
I just let Dia just kind of take over because that's what she wanted to do. And it made me, I got to spend more time curating teas. It worked out. I'll
Okay,
teach
well, I'm
you.
sorry. I forgot that part.
It's fine.
Don't hit me.
Later and tapping her like knife and the listen here.
Listen here.
Punctuating it all.
She's just, like sharpening her knife. The little like flames on her arms are just going. Psst. Great.
Ooh, you in trouble?
Great. Ooh.
Don't be mad.
Nice. All right, yeah. You share, fun moment there with Liana sharing. Never cooked. Oh, then we'll note it. Yeah.
We'll remedy that.
And later, no, I taught Dia. Finish your lunch, and then you head to the library. Let's see. Trying to think what day we're on. Okay, so you head to the library. And if do you want to explain to Liana what you're doing here at all, and or ask them to help, or are you just kind of like, oh, relax?
So part of the information that we're seeking for our stuff personally, we've got to do more research on it specifically. Although I guess while we're here, we can also try researching previous Fae politics and if there's anything about the lodestone. So if you want to try looking for some of that, I'll look for some of that as along with our stuff.
Fae
Just to try and help.
politics.
Yeah. Part of that family complication that I was talking about earlier.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we might be dealing with more archfays in our future.
Oh, yay.
I know, it's your favorite. This
Well,
one
I only
probably
like
won't
one.
be your parents, so.
No, I better not. I don't need any more other surprise parents.
Surprise, you have a third parent.
What? How does this work? That'd be
Nice.
crazy.
Your parents were in a throuple.
Nice. Some
What's the
advanced
listen.
significance of a throuple in this particular
Listen.
situation?
I mean, not really.
We really need to talk.
Really?
And figure out these boundaries and
Mother!
expectations. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Is
also
it like a
Legion-
3-income household?
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it like a 3-income household?
Oh,
I,
the
d-
dream.
I mean, I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea. I just discovered I had a mother running around like, how long has it been? A couple of months ago.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 months ago.
That makes sense. A couple months ago. So I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
okay.
Nice.
Leanna turns back to Feor.
Legion, you would also know that, I mean, you could always check in with your mom too about Archfey. You know, I think Fear's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
talk to you later, but just to put that in here, you don't have to, but you know, it would probably click for
I
you.
would love to talk to my
Yeah.
lava mom.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, Ladrin will definitely suggest that to Leanna. If you need me to reach out, I can. I have her contact, so. And it'd be nice to talk to her and chat with her, and maybe she can come meet us or something. Anyways.
I think it'd be good to try and talk to Alindra too. Considering
Yeah, I
she's
guess.
leading rule.
That's true. Oh, then, well, I guess we could do that when we get back to Oberman's, because I have a limit with her sending stone. I don't with Nithrana, right? Do I have a limit with talking to Nithrana? I don't know.
Who knows? We can find out.
I thought I had at least 50 words. But anyways.
You do.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Well, with tummies full, you've got the next few hours of the four of you kind of going through, flipping through books, looking up information. Leanna, you're looking up like Fae politics, you know, just interesting like bits about the Fae in case, you know, for any sign of like what was calling to me. Different things like that. You're helping with that, but also looking up like, okay, possession, tyrant's praxis, legion, everything else. And it's just you know, 3-4 hours go by in the blink of an eye, page flip after, you know, mind-numbing page flip. And as the four of you bury your heads in these books to try and take notes and just figure things out a little bit better, see around you bustles with the afternoon let out of work around 4 or 5, and January, so the days are pretty short. The sun is setting, twilight hours, golden hours has sunbeams, you know, pouring into the tall windows of the library, into the little cubby where you've got books and tables, and some librarians go around starting to light the candles on the walls and the sconces. And we'll pick back up next week and see what you all find, and Get to the vaults and stuff too. Yeah.
Okay, period. I'm getting into the
Juicy.
groove. I'm getting
Very
into the groove.
nice.
You are.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just clicked right in. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great.
Well, thank you, players, for just an amazing evening of D&D. I love playing with you all. And again,
Yeah.
welcome, Asia. You like clicked right in, and I'm loving it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great.
Exciting to have you like actually in the party now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
Some
official.
fun, silly stuff. I know I shouldn't have listened to nothing because now I gotta know that y'all do stuff, but then I don't know that y'all do stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Liana doesn't know, but Asia knows. That's too much. That's too much for me to
It's
know.
hard. It's really hard sometimes to separate it, but yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You'll
I'm
get
glad
it.
to
You'll
be in
get
here
it.
now. We need to implement like a little thing, you know, where you like mute. This isn't for you. You know what I mean? Or you be like
Yeah.
deafen. This isn't for you. You know,
And
that'd
you're
be
not
fun.
here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing. And so true. So true.
I
Well,
mean,
for
real.
anyone that's joining us today, anyone that's new, well, I hope you all had fun. For anyone that's
Yeah.
new, consider giving us a follow. You can be alerted to the different campaigns we run across the week and such. Oh, thank you, Daniel Lance, for the sub. 54 months, my goodness. Thank you kindly, Daniel.
Big
Uh,
things.
and thank you, Zen. I'm pretty sure, Zen, that you, well, thank you, Zen, just for being Zen. But also, I think that
Accept
you
again.
subscribe. Yeah, you did. Okay. 30 bucks. Wow. Thank you, Zen. Thank you. Yeah, you've been watching Sundered Fate, our Tuesday night D&D campaign. We have all the fantasy and drama here, so as you can tell. So we stream every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern. So if nothing else, catch us next Tuesday. Find out how this vault's gonna go and what the side business is in there. We'll see how it all goes. For tonight, we're gonna raid our friends over at Perception Studio.
Aw.
Consider giving a call on
Nice.
that road raid for some hype, a little branding. And we'll catch you all soon. Have a lovely night, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Click buttons.